Hi, I'm Brandon Verrett with VerTac, and this is the Flux Defense Raider X. So I've been friends with the guys at Flux for quite some time. I've been running their products since they initially launched their Glock setup, which was a two-piece setup. Really was digging their stuff when they launched it early on. Became good friends with them, and I've been waiting for a full chassis system engineered for specifically the Glock for quite some time. Now, while there still is a Glock chassis in development, there is currently no ETA of delivery or arrival when that's going to be coming. So the guys over at Flux sent me their newest version of the Raider X. Well, it's not necessarily a Gen 2, it is more of a Gen 1.5. There are some pretty significant updates in this model here over the former. Now, for those of you who don't know what Flux Defense is all about, they make a hybrid of a pistol and a PDW, a personal defense weapon. So you get kind of the smallest, most compact PDW before you get over to a pistol. So it's that perfect in between. This is the SIG variant of the Raider. This is the new Raider X, and basically what it does is it gets super compact, very thin. It can be decked out with all kinds of different setups. It basically takes a SIG slide and fire control unit and allows you to put it inside of this chassis here and make a PDW. This specific unit here only weighs 3 pounds, 14 ounces unloaded, and that's including a light, a laser, a suppressor, and an optic. You can also get this with an arm brace or as an SBR unit with a stock. Now, what sets the Flux apart from many other PDW pistol hybrid options out there is the spring-loaded stock or arm brace system. There's a short bar here on the right side of the unit that when you depress it with your finger, it lets the stock or arm brace release. Now, that's a much more compact system than having a side folder, and it's a much more ergonomic system when you're trying to deploy it out of a backpack or a bag or trying to reduce snag risks. Additionally, when you actually collapse this, you can still fire the unit with one hand, whether it's the arm brace or the stock variant. Another really important note about the ergonomics of this system is that when you run out of ammunition in your primary magazine, you have your secondary magazine in the mag holder here up front. There is a magazine release button here that will release the forward magazine. If you push hard enough, it will release the primary magazine, which has expended all the ammunition. So when you push it, you drop that mag, and then you can come up and reinsert the other. Now, if you look at my setup, you'll see it's kind of dedicated for more of a night vision setup. It has a short configuration Surefire suppressor. We have a Surefire Scout Turbo, and then we have the Surefire XVL2 with a infrared laser and illuminator. Now, I'm also running a HoloSun 509T on a Reptilla 193 mount, which allows me to get on the unit so that I can do passive shooting. Now, while this is not the best weapon for passive shooting, it can still be done if you get a mount and an optic that goes high enough. It's just not going to be the most effective tool, which I like going to the light and the laser for night vision use with this unit. This unit also comes with a built-in ambidextrous safety, which is nice if you're going to be carrying this in some type of off-body carry configuration, or if you're running it on a sling and you're going to let it hang. It also comes stock with multiple QD points. There's a QD point here on the right side, on the left side, and a QD socket that can be put on the back of the arm brace or stock itself on either side. So much more versatile than most other PDW systems out there. Now, I chose to go with a true precision barrel and mount it with a Surefire suppressor. I had to use a DPM spring kit in order to get that to cycle correctly and reliably. I've got this to cycle properly with G9 subsonic and supersonic rounds, as well as multiple variety of training ammunition, 115, 124 grain, 9mm. There are also a lot of aftermarket accessories that you can get. Now, I added the Picatinny rails here to the side. They have a nice little thumb depression portion that's nice and textured so that you have something really positive to index your thumb on. Now that also allowed me to put the Surefire in its Pro configuration, just direct mounted to the unit itself with these pick rails. That is made by Flux themselves. Now there has been quite a few changes and updates to the latest model of the Raider versus previous generations, and those are broken into 3 categories: reliability, ergonomics, and compatibility. Now some of the more noteworthy updates that I wanted to point out are a over-insertion tab that has been installed to make sure that the magazine does not over-travel or over-insert into the unit and cause any damage. And they do have a enhanced grip texture, which is really nice, more akin to a M&P 2.0 if you've ever felt one of those. There's also been some ergonomics redesigned around the grip itself so that you can get a higher grip and you can activate the safety more reliably and more efficiently. Now, something I really like is that they actually got rid of the bar stops here at the front. So now, as they release longer bars moving forward in the future, they can protrude out the front, which won't increase the overall length. If you're already running a suppressor anyways, they will be as long as you would like them to be without increasing it. And you can always go back to the shorter if that's something you want to do to make it more compact, but the option will be there with this newest model. Another update is the cutout on the front has been increased in diameter, so to accommodate a wider variety of suppressors and accessories. So lots of stuff done here. They even did some more changes to the optic mount itself. Now you can find a full list in the description or a link to it on our page. Now, if you guys are interested and you want to find out more information, go to fluxdefense.com. I strongly suggest you go over there, take a look at the Raider X, look into getting a setup. I'm Brandon Verrett with VerTac, verrettstactical.com, and vertac.tv.